So as you know, the question that I always ask is, can I walk down the street on Friday night at 9 o'clock without a concern? The reason I say this is because when I left California and I started investing in some real estate here in Jacksonville, just north of here, I didn't ask this rule. And I went in some areas that were a lot worse than I knew, a lot harder to get good tenants in, a lot harder to keep tenants in, high crime, lots of maintenance and repairs I wasn't expecting. And that's the last thing we want for you guys. So as an original mentor of mine said, hey, can you walk down the street at 9 o'clock on a Friday night without a problem? So let's try it. We're gonna go out right now. Walk out here. Might get a little dark and I'll do a double iPhone thing here. Beautiful night in Florida, about 68 degrees, light breeze. You know, I wanted to test this for myself. So you see right here, we're at 61 Flamingo. This is the 4-bedroom, 2-bath I was at earlier. Again, one of my favorite layouts, very popular with families. But I think the best thing you can do to understand a neighborhood is to be there at the right time. So let's get the light on so I have a little bit of light on me. So you see, just walk down the neighborhood. Let's see, there we go. Not my best film work, guys, definitely not my best film work. But this way we're able to walk down the neighborhood. You see, we got a car coming. But again, nice neighborhood, nice and calm, very quiet. This is what we want. So let's see. All right, so you look around. Everything's manicured, no noise. Let's keep walking. Again, would I walk down this street with my parents who in their 80s? I would. And there are a lot of retirees in this neighborhood. A lot of mixed families, younger families, older families. Again, and a good mixture of homeowners and renters. And what's nice about this neighborhood is it's hard to tell the difference between the two. So, let's see. Just look around, you see. Oh, another car coming. So, just walking down. Again, this might seem silly to you guys and saying, what is he doing on a Friday night doing this? This is really important. If you're in California, you're going to be investing hundreds of thousands of dollars here. Are you feeling safe? Is your investment safe? Would your tenants be safe? You know, these are important questions to ask. If I walk in the neighborhood, a little breezy right now, but again, it's a warm breeze, so I don't mind. You got to ask these questions. And that's why I love this rule. Friday, 9 o'clock, can you walk down the street without a problem? Now, the lighting's a little funky. Apologize for the lighting, but wanted to get you guys that. So now we're at the next crossroad of Fisher off of Flamingo. So again, just wanted to give you guys a feel of this. Look around, very quiet. Seeing people watching TV. Perfect little neighborhood. So this is where you want to be when you're investing. Think about that for a minute. There are neighborhoods that I was investing in coming out of California that I didn't understand, and there was a lot of problems. There was a lot of crime. There was a lot of, you know, just dangerous things that I didn't expect. And I was still living in California, remember, when I first started investing in Florida many years ago. So that was even more stressful, having lots of extra turnover, tenants coming in for 3 months, trashing the house and leaving, trouble getting insurance, and then forget about trying to resell it to a first-time homebuyer. That's really tough. So it's going to be another investor. And I had to hold some of those properties for, a decade in order to get right on them. And it cost me a lot of money, a lot of lessons. So this might seem silly, but I'd encourage you, with anyone you're working with, you know, ask that question. Would you feel safe walking down the street 9 o'clock on a Friday night? And if they are delayed on that, or they're not willing to do it like me, and believe me, I'd much rather be home with my family, but I wanted to show you guys this, being out here today, is I have no issues, no problems walking around here at all. I saw one lady walking her dog down the other way. I think we've had maybe 3 cars go by. You can hear the crickets. Nice ocean breeze. But other than that, very quiet, very safe. And that's what not only are your end buyers looking for, but good renters, good solid renters who are going to want to stay for a long period of time. Now we're back at the house. Let's see, we're back in front of the house. So I'm going to walk a little further south so you guys can see a little more of the neighborhood. Really a nice night. Rather be doing it with my wife and kids, but again, wanted to come down with you guys tonight. So just about 9 o'clock. You can see here too, this house right here, we built this one. That's a smaller 3-bedroom, already has a deposit on it. And then we are not building this one, but this is a good one actually for you to see. This is another builder, and I believe this might have been pre-construction, meaning someone's already bought it. You see that? That's a retail buyer. So right next to our 2 rentals is the retail buyer building a new home. And then these other homes, you look here, very well kept, lots of pride of ownership. So, big lesson here. I wish that I had learned this, guys, earlier in my career, and I had heard it. I just didn't listen to it. So, you know, keep this in mind for yourself.
The destination is on your left.
That's my GPS still going off. Look at that. Sorry. So that's pretty funny. So yeah, just wanted to give you guys this walk. A couple of people had reached out to me on some different chats and said, hey, you always do this. You always say, you know, could you walk the neighborhood Friday night at 9 o'clock? Have you done that? You haven't done a video of that. So I said, all right, I'll go down and do it. Now you can see my hair is getting a little afro-y now. You know, I do have pretty poofy hair once the wind starts blowing. And, but anyway, we just wanted to get down here and show this to you guys. Oh, this is always interesting too. Another blank lot here, guys. You guys can't really see, but if you look this way, that is a blank lot there. So that's what we look for, these blank lots. And not a bad thing to see this either, guys, as I walk through the neighborhood. Right here, see that? That's a sheriff. Someone from the sheriff's department lives a couple doors down. So anyway, I love Palm Coast. This is probably one of our best neighborhoods of that mixture of homeowners and renters. And we really look for that. We really look for that. We want to see that. We want to be able to drive through the neighborhoods, not see a ton of for sale signs. In fact, on this road, I believe there's 1 for sale sign. And then we also, you know, we want to have that safety. We don't want to see a lot of, you know, garbage or things left out. What does it feel like? And again, I don't know how many of our team have walked the properties at this time of night, but this is something I honestly like to do, especially when we're first going into new areas, to get a feel of it. So again, might seem a little silly to some of you, and you might say, gosh, I've never seen Jim's hair blow all over this bad, but it's worth it to give you guys kind of this idea that, hey, if you're going to put money here, if you're going to come and you know, be with us halfway across the country, you know, please give us, you know, give us an idea of what the area is like, of what the, you know, what the safety of the neighborhood is. Because if it's like this now, I'm hoping it's going to get better in 5 years. You know, you hear about areas that are being turned around, and I was sold into some of those in Jacksonville. In fact, that's one of the reasons why, you know, we do a lot of new construction in Jacksonville. But I learned that if we were really going to expand our new construction model, we couldn't stay in Jacksonville, not with the size we were getting. We were going to have to go to other areas because we did not want to build new nice homes in not so great areas. You know, high crime, high turnover, high maintenance and repairs. That's not fair to you guys, and it'd be very hard to resell down the road. So that's why we expanded out to all the markets we're in. Palm Coast was definitely one of my favorites. Again, a lot of you guys know I got engaged to my wife only a few miles from here at the Hammock Beach Resort. And again, these neighborhoods, the fact that there were these infill lots here, which means just lots just in between already existing houses, and a lot of them were homeowners, not renters. We knew we could come in here. We do sell some retail, but we could help our investor base by buying up most of the lots and then doing houses like this back at 61 Flamingo. So 10-minute video. I got my 10-minute walk, and I feel a little embarrassed that I'm winded. I think it's because I'm holding the phone and holding out my little camera stick here, so I don't usually walk like that, and my hair's also blowing all over. But I wanted to show you guys this. I'm looking forward to getting back to my family, but I thought this was important. Whether you invest with us or you invest with someone else, just remember this rule. If you don't feel safe going down and walking the streets of the neighborhood you're buying a house in at 9 o'clock on a Friday night, yes, it could still work for you, but you know, I think you're gonna have more maintenance and repairs, more turnover, more issues, more involvement, and most of our people are not wanting that type of involvement. They're wanting to buy back their time and enjoy time with their family, and not be out here walking the streets like me at 9 o'clock on a Friday night, but I'm happy to do it for our clients. And look at that hair. Woo, that is not a good look right now in the wind, but for you guys, Friday night at 9 o'clock, I'll do it. Remember, safe neighborhood, safer investment, better return in the long term, less involvement, less maintenance repairs, longer tenancy, better tenants, better resaleability. So that's why we do our new construction model here. Just starting to rain, so I'm going to sign off, guys. Walk the neighborhood. Can you walk the neighborhood Friday night at 9 o'clock? If you can't, I wouldn't suggest you invest there. If you can, then hopefully you'll invest with us. So thanks for joining me tonight, guys. Take care.